Shalom from beautiful Ma'ale Adumim. My name is Elan Adler. I served pulpits in America for 25 years before our Aliyah in 2010. I'm a member of the executive committee of the RCA Israel region, and I seem to be the permanent MC at all of our events. By the way, when you're in Israel, please come and visit the RCA. I was in Dallas a couple of weeks ago, and I bought 2 new pairs of shoes. Actually, they're Crocs, 2 new pairs. I feel so good wearing them, and of course I do so only one at a time, in case you were wondering. And today's Dvar Torah for Parshat Shemot is not about putting shoes on, but about taking them off. I don't know if this episode from the Parsha catches your attention, but as a rabbi, it always catches mine. Moshe is shepherding the sheep of his father-in-law Yitro, and by Hashgacha Pratit, arrives at Chorev, where he finds Har Sinai, which the Torah calls Har HaElokim. He stares at a bush long enough to notice that although it's in flames, it's not being consumed. He first sees this strange phenomenon, then intuits that there is an angel in this fire, and only then, when his attention is riveted to this spectacle, Hashem calls out to him, "Moshe, Moshe!" And he responds, "Hineni, here I am." I don't know if you've ever seen YouTube clips of practical jokes when people dress up like a tree or something, and when somebody comes close, they move and they yell out, "Boo!" and they scare the people, and they're so scared that they run away as fast as they can. I don't know about you, but if I were Moshe, I'd be in Yitro's lap right about now. Well, Moshe not only wants to stay, but he wants to take a closer look. At that point, Hashem tells Moshe, "Al tikrav halom, don't come any closer. Shal na'alecha me'al raglecha, remove your shoes from your feet. Ki hamakom asher ata omed alav admat kodeshu, the place where you are standing is holy ground." Yes, I hear what you're saying. This removal of the shoes is not strange. If you're in Chutz La'aretz, you see on Yamim Tovim that the Kohanim, when they ascend the Duchan to bless the people, well, they don't have their shoes on. Here in Israel, we see this every day. When we visit Shiva houses, we notice that the mourners, they're not wearing shoes. We see in other cultures where shoes are not worn in a house. So taking shoes off, you may say, is not that unusual. But what did Hashem have in mind in telling Moshe to remove his shoes? I believe there is a deep message here for rabbis, even while it speaks to the common person as well. On a simple level, because the Shekhinah is in the bush, the area has become holy ground. And just as the Shekhinah rests on the Kohanim during the Duchening and they remove their shoes, so should Moshe. But looking at the wording of Hashem's command, it's interesting that Hashem says, take off your shoes, me'al raglecha. Take them off your feet. Where else would Moshe be wearing shoes? Of course on his feet. So why did Hashem say, from your feet, me'al raglecha? And I think this is a lesson for all of us, with a deeper one coming up for rabbis. Me'al raglecha could mean from what is ragil, what is usual, expected, normal, or habitual. Perhaps Hashem is telling all of us to take off our shoes from the usual, the typical, and feel the texture of the new, the novel, the unplanned, the unexpected. Release yourself from your restraints and habits and discover spiritual experiences beyond your limits. See new spiritual horizons. My wife and I love to go away for Shabbat because we see and feel so much that's new and invigorating and refreshing. And so remove your shoes from raglecha, your imposed limits of usuality and mundanity, and feel something really exhilarating. I think the deeper message for rabbis is what makes our work Admat Kodesh, holy ground. Our sacred mission is to learn and to practice, to teach and to touch, to model the kind of reach for perfection that Hashem wishes all of us to have. And Moshe, the new leader of the Jewish people, is clued in on a key aspect of being a spiritual leader. You see, when you keep your shoes on, you're spared from all kinds of dangers on the ground. You can feel the large stones and the protrusions, but they don't affect you because your shoes are on. But when your shoes are off, you feel every nick and pebble, every rock and rough edge. It can be very uncomfortable without shoes. And that, my dear friends, is the life of the rabbi, no matter the specialty of the rabbi. As leaders, we are called to feel and be moved by the pains, the worries, the concerns, the hurts, and the troubles of the people that we lead. To feel the little pebbles we would not notice with our shoes on. To notice the anguish and the tears people bring us that would hardly impact us if we were wearing shoes. And when we take our leadership seriously and devote much time and effort in shepherding the worried and the concerned and bringing them to a safe harbor using our spiritual toolbox, we make even this facet of our work an Admat Kodesh. And so, dear friends, may Hashem bless all of us to remove our shoes to the Aluvei Nefesh, to all the Shvurei Lev, the overwhelmed and the underconfident, and give them the ray of Hashem's light and hope and love. Shabbat Shalom.